The one body part you must protect at all costs. Why your head, feet, hands are critical. Let's get right into it. Number 10, the fragile throne. Your head, the glorious meat palace that houses your personality, memories, and that one embarrassing moment from 7th grade that still wakes you up at 3 a.m. It's both the most protected and the most reckless body part you've got. Nature gave you a skull that's basically bone armor, yet you'll still walk into a door frame like it personally insulted you. Inside that bone dome sits your brain, a 3-pound lump of squishy electricity that controls everything. Think about it. Every blink, every what did I come into this room for again, every emotional meltdown over Wi-Fi going out. All thanks to that pink jello. Your brain floats in cerebrospinal fluid, which sounds like a fancy drink, but is really a shock absorber. But here's the kicker. Even a small hit can jostle it around like a goldfish in an earthquake. That's why concussions are no joke. Your brain basically slams into its own walls. It's like shaking a snow globe and expecting the snowman to stay cheerful. So yeah, helmets aren't fashion statements. They're the only thing keeping your thoughts from rearranging themselves alphabetically. Without your head functioning properly, your other organs are basically just confused interns waiting for instructions. Protecting your brain isn't just survival. It's self-defense against your own fragility. The throne must remain intact. Number 9, feet. The forgotten heroes. Your feet are like the unpaid interns of your body. They carry you everywhere, absorb shop, balance your weight, and all they get in return is calluses, tight shoes, and occasional athlete's foot. These things are biomechanical miracles. Each foot has 26 bones, 33 joints, and more nerve endings than your ex during an argument. Yet you'll spend hours picking a hat and about 5 seconds deciding what to put on your feet. Psychologically speaking, your sense of balance and movement, called proprioception, starts with them. Every step sends real-time updates to your brain, data about the ground, pressure, direction, and how likely you are to trip over nothing. That's why when you stub your toe, your entire nervous system shuts down like it's been hit with an emotional plot twist. That pain isn't just localized. It's a full-body experience because your brain treats it as an emergency broadcast. Humans evolved upright walking about 6 million years ago, and ever since, our feet have been silently suffering. If they go, your independence goes with them. So maybe skip the cheap flip-flops next time. These heroes deserve better armor. Number 8, hands. The control center. Your hands are what make you human. Opposable thumbs, baby. That one evolutionary flex that lets you hold a phone, write, paint, and let's be honest, scroll through memes at 2 a.m. But they're also neurological masterpieces. A massive portion of your brain is dedicated to hand control and sensation. That's why paper cuts feel like tiny betrayals from God himself. Touch is tied to memory, emotion, and connection. When you grab a hot pan, your reflex arcs bypass your brain. Your spinal cord handles it instantly, like an automated nope. When you hold someone's hand, your brain floods you with oxytocin, the trust hormone. When you lose dexterity, like from nerve damage or arthritis, it doesn't just affect movement. It can literally change your sense of self. Your hands build, feed, and communicate. They're the remote controls, so the real-life simulation you're living in. Protect them like your Wi-Fi password, because once they're gone, so is half your ability to function, gesture, or clap sarcastically at bad drivers. Number 7, eyes. The VIP pass to reality. Your eyes are basically 2 squishy cameras shoved into sockets, wired directly into your brain, like they're running early access to reality. They handle about 80% of the information your brain processes: color, movement, light. And that unread message you're pretending not to see. Each eyeball contains over 100 million light-sensitive cells, all coordinating perfectly to create a smooth, 3-dimensional image. Except when you stand up too fast and everything turns into a Windows screensaver. The weird part? Your brain actually edits what you see. There's a literal blind spot in your vision, but your brain just fills it in like a bad Photoshop patch job. you're not even seeing reality. You're seeing your brain's best guess of it. And if that doesn't creep you out, remember, the only reason your eyes aren't roasting in the sun is because your eyelids act like tiny biological shutters. Without your vision, your spatial awareness, coordination, and even mood take massive hits. Studies show losing sight can rewire brain regions entirely. Your auditory cortex starts doing double shifts. So yeah, sunglasses aren't just fashion accessories. They're like insurance policies for your perception of the universe. Number 6, skin, the body's drama queen. Your skin is the largest organ you have, a stretchy, self-healing, gossip-spreading barrier that covers about 20 square feet of you. It's your body's first line of defense and also its biggest tattletale. Every emotion, every stress, every embarrassing memory manifests here. Goosebumps, blushing, sweating, rashes. Your skin is like, oh, we're anxious again? Let's show everyone. Psychologically, your sense of touch heavily shapes emotional development. Babies who aren't touched enough can develop attachment issues. Adults deprived of touch experience loneliness, depression, even immune problems. Your skin isn't just armor, it's a communication device. Every hug, handshake, and goosebump tells your brain a story. And don't underestimate its biological hustle. It's waterproof, temperature regulating, and regenerates itself faster than your motivation on a Monday morning. But it's also high maintenance. Sunburn it once, and it peels like it's filing for divorce. Keep it clean, hydrated, and unroasted, because without it, you're just a walking anatomy chart. Number 5, spine, the human lightning rod. If your body were a computer, your spine would be the motherboard. It's not just a bone stack. It's the superhighway for your nervous system. Every command from your brain, from move your hand to panic about that email, travels down your spinal cord. Damage it, and your body's communication lines go silent. That's why spinal injuries are so devastating. Your brain keeps sending texts your body can't read anymore. Each vertebra protects bundles of nerves so precise that even minor misalignment can cause migraines or mood changes. It's basically a living fuse box, and every bad posture moment, every phone slouch, every "I'll sit like this for a second" adds up. Over time, your spine becomes a cranky old man yelling at your nervous system to get off its lawn. Yet we abuse it daily. We hunch, twist, and sleep like contortionists, then wonder why we sound like bubble wrap when we stand up. Treat your spine with the respect of a national treasure, because it literally is your body's power grid. Number 4, heart, the reluctant overachiever. Your heart is basically a tireless intern that never takes a lunch break. It beats over 100,000 times a day, quietly keeping you alive while you stress about minor inconveniences like slow Wi-Fi. This muscular little pump is so powerful, it could squirt blood up to 30 feet if it weren't, contained inside your ribcage. Yet despite its superhero status, it's also absurdly fragile. One bad blockage and your entire operation shuts down like an old laptop. Psychologically, we treat the heart like it's the headquarters of emotion. Broken-hearted, heartfelt, follow your heart. But that's mostly poetic nonsense. Emotionally, it's your brain doing all the heavy lifting. Physically, though, your heart reacts to emotion faster than your thoughts can catch up. Fear, love, excitement. Your pulse spikes before you even realize what's happening. That's the brain-heart connection in action. A full-body gossip network that reacts to drama instantly. The irony? The heart can't rest, ever. It adapts to stress, diet, even heartbreak, but it doesn't forgive easily. Every bad habit is a little betrayal it quietly remembers in cholesterol. So maybe skip that third soda and show your cardiac intern some appreciation, because if it quits, so do you. Number 3, lungs, the silent negotiators. You don't think about breathing until you can't. Your lungs are like the background music of your life, unnoticed until someone hits pause. Every inhale brings in oxygen for your cells. Every exhale dumps carbon dioxide like taking out emotional trash. They do this about 22,000 times a day, all without asking for credit. But here's the psychological twist. Your breath is one of the only automatic processes you can consciously control. That's why breathing exercises actually calm anxiety. When you slow your breath, you're basically hacking your nervous system. It's like whispering to your body, hey, we're not being chased by a tiger right now. Your brain listens and stress levels drop. Still, the lungs are picky. Smoke, pollution, anxiety, they'll throw tantrums instantly. The alveoli inside them, tiny air sacs, are so delicate that if stretched too hard or clogged too long, they collapse like cheap pool floats. So next time you sigh dramatically, maybe thank your lungs for surviving your flair for the theatrical. Number 2, liver, the body's overworked janitor. Your liver doesn't get enough credit. While you're out there living your best life, eating fries, drinking wine, and pretending sleep is optional, your liver is in the background cleaning up your mess. It filters everything: food toxins, alcohol, medication, bad decisions. Every drop of blood that leaves your stomach passes through it, where enzymes detoxify and recycle it like an eco-warrior. But abuse it long enough, and it'll stage a rebellion. Liver disease doesn't show symptoms until things get real ugly, like your skin turning yellow ugly. It's basically the coworker who never complains until one day they quit, and the whole office collapses. And here's a fun bit of psychology. Your liver is tied to your sense of energy and motivation. When it's sluggish, so are you. It regenerates like a sci-fi creature. You can lose up to 70% of it, and it'll grow back. But even miracles have limits. So yeah, hydrate, eat something green, and give the janitor a day off once in a while. Number 1, the brain, the master drama director. Ah yes, back to where it all started. Your brain, the squishy, wrinkly CEO of chaos that runs everything while pretending it's calm and collected. It controls every heartbeat, breath, and thought, yet it can't even remember where you put your keys. Evolution designed it like a genius toddler, brilliant, but constantly one tantrum away from disaster. Here's how weird it gets. Your brain consumes about 20% of all your body's energy, even though it's only 2% of your weight. That's like owning a phone that drains 20% battery just for existing. And when it doesn't get enough oxygen, sleep, or glucose, oh, it lets you know. Forgetfulness, mood swings, irrational anger at printers, all just passive-aggressive notes from your nervous system. Psychologically, everything you experience, joy, fear, pain, déjà vu, your obsession with checking the fridge again, it's all brain chemistry. But here's the dark twist. The brain doesn't just control you, it lies to you constantly. It edits your memories, fills in visual gaps, and invents explanations when it has none. Half of what you remember probably never happened that way. Basically, your consciousness is running on improv theater with a neuroscience budget. So yeah, wear the helmet, get the sleep, drink the water. Because if your brain goes down, the whole show collapses, and no one's buying tickets to the body without a brain. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.